So this is effectively take two.
What's up, guys? Hello. Yes, this is episode number two while we're doing our fun little intro. And hi, guys. But we weren't live when you were doing that then, Joe.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
was back in the day. But
Yes, it was.
that was like I was thinking about it was like episode 20 or something. But
Yeah, very pre-COVID.
anyways, yeah. So Trey, as I'm pressing buttons, could you please give me a beat?
Yeah,
And
let's get it,
I'm
Jason.
gonna.
You ready?
No, I'm not. But I'll pretend I am.
Okay, well, let's do something a little crazy.
Okay, stop it down. Top for your occupation, feel it now. Ooh, what am I doing if I getting wow? Scary in the very, but the very style. I need to share this to my profile. I'm running back for a second or even a mile. I'm not from 8 Mile, dude. I'm from Austin to the Tex. Breaking all my people like they feeling all the reps. Looking for a dream, sitting for a thing. Yelling out loud like this is my scream. You know what I'm doing, homie, you don't ever see. You want me the middle like my life is gonna be. Hey, I am an MC, losing my mind. Yelling out loud, wondering why I still don't even get it if you still can't fly. You want a tripping little piece of the sweet potato pie. And I try bigger when the light is. You want me in the middle like homie kid. You knew what you were doing, you giving in. You waiting for the life, you running again. Yeah, I don't know when my life is just a flow. I'm stuck in the middle of a moat, like whoa. And you don't even get it, you grip it, and then you spit it when you running for your people. That's so darn terrific. Guess we're done.
Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you.
Well, welcome to the show, guys. Hope you're having an awesome day. As I am trying to get everything together, I need to hear what I sound like because I have no idea. Hey, Joe, how's your day going?
It's going well. It's going very well.
Man,
It's almost over.
It's good to have you on the show. Hopefully, we get our recordings right this time. Most people don't know this. If you're listening to our pre-show, we had Joe for episode 20 of the show, and I lost the recordings, and so we never actually got to release the record or the podcast, not the record.
Mm-hmm.
But and so that was all on me. But now he's here on episode 99 of the show, which is pretty crazy.
99. You guys are OGs.
We are. We've been doing this for a little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, isn't Boom Bap Chat have more episodes than that?
That's a good question. I don't think so.
It's close. I was but it's because you'll do 2 every once in a while, right?
Yeah. But I don't think we've done 100 yet. I have to talk to Till because he'd be very excited if we ever come into
you
100.
You would definitely know it, right?
Yeah, we'd know it.
Well, what is our highlights of the week, guys? Anybody have any awesome highlights? Trey?
Yeah, I can go first. First off, it's cool to have you on, Joe. I'm glad we finally get to run this back and do it correctly this time. But my highlight of the week would have to be that I filled in for a professional audio engineer.
Oh, nice.
Tip to the hat. Tip to the hat.
Wow.
But, yeah, Jason, you can go next.
Mine is
Does Joe need to go?
No. I'm just trying to think of something better than what is actually happening. Yeah, Joe, do you got one?
I'm slowly getting my laptop production PC, laptop production moved to my regular PC, so I can start making music again. So it's kind of a big weight
See-
lifted off my shoulders because I'm trying to transition all this data and all the programs and the plugins. And
What you could have said is that I'm moving my studio to a bigger situation.
Jason didn't explain it. I'm sorry, man. He
Yeah.
tried, but sometimes we just mess up. It's okay.
No, I was helping him. I was helping him with a cooler explanation of what it sounds like.
Yeah, you
I
should
was
have seen the other guy.
because that sounds dope. You're like, but it's really you just switching your computer to a big computer.
Yeah. More stuff.
I upgraded. I did major upgrades to my studio.
Okay. So for me, filling in, so what happened was this guy was supposed to DJ a wedding this weekend, and he's a good friend of mine. He's kind of like a mentor, more or less. And I hear double of myself. I'm sorry. Somebody's got me on.
It's me.
Maybe the
Sorry.
stream's open or something.
It's me.
messing with me. I'm sorry.
Is
Anyway,
it better now?
yeah, it's perfect. So I filled in for him, and it was a last minute thing. He literally, I was at another friend's wedding. I was actually the best man at that wedding, and he came up to me, and he was the DJ for that wedding. And he said, "Hey, can you fill in for me? I actually double booked myself." I was like, "Yeah, sure. What's the details? Let me know." And he actually, his job is he literally goes to different venues and stuff, and he is the soundboard guy, and he is an audio engineer, and he knows his stuff way more than I do. But I was able to fill in for him, and we had an amazing event this weekend, and they were really really grateful that I was able to be there, and I was really grateful because it was money for the holidays, because the holidays are literally this weekend, so Christmas is at least. But yeah, so it was really cool. That was the highlight of my week.
That's awesome. All right, what do you got, Joe? Tell me more about this move.
So instead of instead of having, I don't know, 500 plugins on a 2 terabyte laptop, now I have 500 plugins on total about 9 terabytes.
Oh wow!
Dang, dude.
Because I have different
my
hard
gosh.
drives and things like that, so I'm gonna be straight. But it's just the transition. That's
Ever since I like rotated studios from my own for the record label to like my own stuff, I've always just had everything on a portable drive.
right.
I just like I'd rather just have all my plugins where I can just plug it into the computer I'm on.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah,
Yeah.
no, that makes sense. I said just a few like last year, I transferred most of my audio studio stuff to my big computer, and so that's not an easy process.
No, it is not. It is not. It is.
Today I what was it? Are you excited? Are you like so? Is it like a whole different setup computer wise?
It will be, but I think once I get the desk that I'm looking for, because right now in my office, like I have my computer desk and then I have like a laptop production desk, but it takes up a lot of space between the two. But I ordered one that's supposed to come in like late January. That's supposed to be large. It'll be all encompassing. I put my speakers up.
Oh, that's cool.
It'll give me the space that I need to kind of spread out some of my keyboards that I have. So I'm looking forward to it. Once that happens, then I'll feel a lot better about the setup.
Are you still going to use your laptop for small production stuff, or are you just going to?
No, that I'll just use it as a gaming, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I know
Okay.
that. I know. K Drama always carries his small laptop with him so he can make a beat in any situation. So when he was up here doing shows, he's literally we're driving to the next event and he's like he's in the front seat making beats, and I'm like, all right, dude, do what you got to do.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
So I'm
not there yet. I don't know if I'm going to be like, making beats on the fly type thing. I did that like, probably 5-10 years ago, but I'm a little bit more sedentary now. So I like to be in my little cubby hole and, and generating music.
My laptop has slowly been turned into my 4-year-old's gaming PC.
Oh yeah.
Because
Man,
so I
a
can
4-year-old on a gaming PC, that's new.
Well, it's because I need to work on stuff, but he wants to play like
Hey,
Minecraft
no, I'm
or
not
Roblox.
judging anything. I think that's
So,
crazy.
He has a gaming laptop. Well, I mean, it's right beside me. It's not like he gets to walk around with it, but it's just,
Sure.
Right.
It's so I can do other things than just watch Roblox for an hour
Right.
Or $4. Or right now it's Hungry Pumpkin on Rec Room, where just a pumpkin comes in and just goes, "Feed me tacos," and you run and get tacos for him.
Oh man, that sounds
Anyway.
like stuff I gotta turn my twins onto.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I said I find it easier so I can still do work and then
Mhm.
have them play games with me. So it's good and boring at the same time.
Yeah,
So
Jason, what was your highlight again?
I upgraded the lights in the studio. So
Oh, okay.
I actually got a new light box which I made out of stuff. So it's yeah, it's real fancy. I can't show it to you, but I built a whole box today and then changed up the back lights, the front lights, and it was like a whole thing today. It was literally what I did all
Yeah.
day. Was
Now, is it possible to change my highlight? Because I just thought of something else that was cool. that I did.
yes, yeah, you can.
Sure, man.
I saw Spider-Man, and it was such a good movie. I can't give any spoilers, but
Please don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Trey will travel down here and strangle you, and then come hang out with me. So it works out both
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
for me
The
both
only,
ways.
the only thing I can say is that as a hip hop head, in the credits, De La Soul was played, and
Yeah.
Okay.
they played the Magic Number song.
Oh, nice.
And if you know the chorus of that song, it'll make sense as to why they did it.
Nice.
Cool. That's what's up, man.
What is it? My new favorite song right now is because of Spies in Disguise and the Tom and Jerry movie. And it is De La Soul and DJ Shadow, Rocket Fuel.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And so, but it's like a DJ Shadow song with De La Soul on it. But it's featured on both of those movies. And because I have a kid, like, man, that if you haven't seen the Tom and Jerry movie, it's not good, but the soundtrack is freaking amazing.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like such a hip hop dude's, like, it's a hip hop head's like dream for a movie soundtrack. It's great.
So is it De La Soul or De La Soul, Jason?
De La Soul.
You ask him, I don't know how to pronounce anything.
I know. I'm messing with Jason. I'm totally
De La
joking.
Soul. That actually sounds like a dope mashup.
Dilla.
What?
Jay Dilla.
The what?
Oh, if you was using like De La Soul with like using De La Soul lyrics over Dilla beats or something like that.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope.
That would be a dope mashup.
I have a ton of his beats actually. I don't know
Trey's
if I
gonna
got
put
them
that mashup together for you.
right.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I can try. I don't know about that, but
Yeah.
No, Jay Dilla's crazy, man. He's awesome. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Rest in peace. I'm looking forward to Drez from Black Sheep. He was able to acquire some Dilla beats exclusive for him. And
Oh, that's
Wow,
awesome.
he's supposed
okay.
to be releasing an album sometime soon. He told us about it last year. Or was it this year? Yeah, it was this year. Earlier this year. And but we heard about it last year that he was playing some beats and that Ma Dukes blessed him with, and he's supposed to release an album, but I think because of COVID it delayed and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
definitely looking forward to that.
That's awesome. Well, Trey, I think it's that time for that fun stuff that you do for the one time that you worked during this whole episode.
Right. I think he's actually talking about.
It's time for a quiz.
I hope you guys are ready. Joe and Scout, you're going to be pitted against each other against a crazy quiz that I have come up with and have prepared today for the show. And it goes along with our title, Drinking More Water. You guessed it. The quiz is about H2O, agua. So I hope you guys know your facts because you will be really challenged today if you do not know your facts about water. So it's going to be hard for Jason because he only drinks Diet Mountain Dew, and that's okay. So it's
Oh my
totally
God.
jokes. All jokes here, folks. Ooh, that was pretty good. I like that.
I do drink lots of sparkling water.
Is it LaCroix?
No, it's just the HEB.
Praise God.
HEB.
LaCroix is terrible.
A whisper of watermelon flavored.
Oh yes, hint. What is it? Hint of lime.
Yeah.
Or like they have so many jokes where it's like LaCroix is if it was near some type of fruit. It was made from in the proximity of some type of fruit. That's what the flavor would be.
Yeah, if a fruit, was dreaming about another fruit and then woke up, or something like that. It's
Exactly.
Just, yeah, something silly. It's so far removed from the flavor that it needs to be.
Yes, I can't stand LaCroix. Jaime is hopping in here. It's quiz time. He's got some questions for you, but we will ask those right after this quiz.
I mean, it doesn't shock me. Your wife is amazing, and me and her always seem to be on the same wavelength emotions, so it works out.
Hey, man, Mountain Dew's where it's at. I live close. I'm the closest one to Appalachia over here. So anyway,
That's true.
anyway, so let's get into it. So how this works is you guys will both be able to answer the questions, not at the same time, but individually. Whoever gets the most points at the end wins the quiz. So, Joe, how much of the Earth's surface is covered in water?
Oh.
Wow, they're open-ended questions. Great.
Is it?
So,
No, I'll help you out. I'm messing with you.
Okay.
Is it A, 40%, B, 70%, or C, 90%?
I'd say 70. B.
Okay. Jason, same question.
What were the options?
40, 70, and 90.
90.
Well, Joe's got it correct. It is actually 70%. The Earth's surface is covered in 70% of water. And that's ridiculous if you think about it.
Yeah.
And that's actually insane. I'm not going to do the math right here because I'm not that guy. But we're going to move on. Jason, how much of all of the water on the planet is fresh? Is it A, less than 5%, B, 5 to 10%, or C, 10 to 20%?
Less than 5%.
Okay. Joe, same question.
I'll say B.
5 to 10%?
Yeah.
It is actually less than 5%. So Jason actually gets a point this round.
Nice.
So yeah, the Earth is the fresh water on Earth is actually only less than 5% available. Most of it is actually oceanic salt water. So your body is made up of how much water, Joe? Is it 30%, 60%, or 90%? Be careful.
I'd say 90%.
Okay. Jason?
60%.
Okay. Joe, I like Jason's answer. I think you said the same one, right? You said 60%.
No, I said 90.
I think you said 60%.
Okay. I think I said that too.
I think that would be the correct answer. I think he's catching on. Joe's catching on.
Yeah, I'm catching on.
So yes, so far you guys would be tied, but Joe actually has 1 point over Jason right now.
Wait, what?
I don't know how that's working so far. But yes, so this next one's actually really cool. Think back, Jason, to when the dinosaurs ruled the earth.
Yeah, I was
there.
Remember.
Oh, I know you would.
Yeah.
So was there less water at that time, the same amount as there is today, or was there more water? This is a good question, actually.
There was more water.
Okay, Joe, was there
I'll say
less water,
less
same
water.
amount, or more? Okay. Well, actually, this round you guys both get it wrong. It is actually the same amount.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh.
Jason said more, you said less. It's actually the same amount, believe it or not, because
Wow.
it all gets recycled at the end of the day. So if you think about it, you really think about it, we've been drinking dinosaur urine for hundreds of years. And it's very gross. But hey, that's just how the world works. But anyway, we're gonna move on. So what, and this will be an open question, and this is for the Mansion and the Yacht, so hopefully you guys are ready for this one. And I'll have Joe go first.
Okay.
And honestly, if you know me, whoever has the best answer is going to win. You don't necessarily have to be correct. It's just got to be the best answer for the situation. Name 3 ways that you can save water, Joe.
3 ways to save water.
Yes.
This is interesting. So 3 ways to save water. You can not drink it.
Okay.
That's one.
That is a way. That is a way.
That is a way to save water. You can conserve water by not bathing, not showering.
That is definitely another way.
That's another way. I wouldn't recommend that though.
Yeah, I would. Either. Please take showers, people.
Yep.
We can smell it.
And through a twist of words, you can actually save lots of bottled water in your pantry.
Hey, that is very true. You don't have to drink tap water, and some honestly parts of the country do not drink tap water because it is bad for you.
Yep.
But yes, okay, awesome. Those are 3 ways. Jason, you're up
Jay,
next, and
I'm not sure what's happening, but your mic is slowly deteriorating.
it's deteriorating, as in it's crappy right now.
Yeah, it's very not awesome at the moment.
Check a mic 1 2. Hello,
It's very
hello.
scratchy.
Scratchy.
Yes.
Yeah. I think as the volume goes up, it's kind of going into.
What about now?
Nope, still
Do you want-
not
if
awesome.
Interesting.
Is it your voice mod?
Maybe. Let's do this.
Now it's low.
Yeah. I know, but you don't like sounding.
Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jason, answer the question.
Okay. Oh yeah, I guess she gives it time to stall. Not read my Bible. Not. I'll explain in a second. Not read my Bible. What else? Stop giving my kids baths and
Check a mic 1 2.
that sounds better.
Okay.
Eat more oranges.
What was your second one?
Stop giving my kids baths.
Okay.
Or stop
Your
taking.
first one. Help me understand your first.
So when I was younger, I used to read my Bible in the morning under. I had a pool in my apartments that also had a waterfall. So I would read my Bible with a waterfall. And so now, anytime I wake up in the morning and I read stuff, I turn on the bath and just let it run because I like the running water noise.
Oh.
So
And your last one was don't eat oranges?
yeah,
Okay, your sound just came in really nice and clear just now.
yeah.
Maybe. You know what, man? I mean, my wires have been in the car and they're cold.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, he did just finish doing a.
I did a gig and I just got back from Cincinnati. It could be that. I don't know,
Okay.
to be quite frank. But Joe, you win. Congratulations. I like your answers more.
Yay.
You win the quiz portion of the show today. So
nice.
congratulations. Jason, why is Joe on the show today?
Well, when I asked Joe what we could do for a better year, he said drink more water and vibe. And so, he's a producer, but he also believes in hydration. Why do you think that people need to drink more water and enjoy music?
Jason, I'm going to hop right back in.
All right, see you in a second. Oh, sorry, I got to do a thing. Banners. Oh, he said he'd be back. Sorry for our sweet, situation on our heads. I have to press buttons. Banners.
Let me look over here and I'll see my name, my face.
I know. I'm I just, for some reason today. All right, there you go. Yeah. So why do you think that you need to do all the? Why did you mention the hydration?
Well, for me, medically, one thing is I don't know if you knew about me, but I'm type 1 diabetic.
Oh no, I didn't know.
So, and I guess I got it when I was in the military, and it's one of the reasons why I had to get out. But one of the things that they tell you is that when you consume a lot of carbs, especially for diabetics, it's very, very important that you drink lots of water to help you flush all that sugar out of you. Exercise helps, but drinking lots of water helps as well. And then depending on the type of medicine that you take, you can be pushing a lot of the sugar to your liver, and so you have to flush it out. And I'm sorry, not your liver, your kidneys, and so you have to flush it out that way as well. But it's just really, really important just to to stay hydrated, no matter what the environment, how much you're eating, how much you don't eat. But so just from a good health standpoint, obviously, having a chronic disease doesn't help, but that's just one of the things that I've been trying to live by is just always have, a container of water in the car when I'm driving, wherever we're going, just make sure that I'm hydrated. So.
Well, here's a dumb question on this because as a dad, I know this. Do you remember to give your children water?
Yes, because
Well, so what happened?
because they'll tell you, they're like, Daddy, I'm thirsty. I'm like, oh snap, I got to give them some water. But yeah, we always have water for
When I
them.
first
That's
Should probably
started,
take care of my kids. I'm sure.
with the whole
Yeah.
1 year old, like when you go to formula, then you're not supposed to give them water at all, and then you move
Right.
to milk, and then what happened is I would just keep
Really?
giving him milk, and I forget. Oh, he probably needs water too. He can't just be drinking milk all day.
Yeah,
then
yeah,
at some
and
point
the pediatrician told us, not cut out, but just really decrease the milk intake as they get older. My kids are 3 years and 3 months, so they don't have to drink as much, when they were 2. Obviously more when they were 1.
And that's
So-
what I'm talking about. So I'm talking about that transition from 1 to 2.
Yeah.
You're like used to giving them formula, and then next thing I know, just giving them milk because that's what I always did. And then realizing, oh, you kind of have to give them water too, dude.
Yeah.
As being a stay-at-home parent, I had to learn that lesson. Nobody taught me that lesson. Nobody.
I
Said,
never thought that, like, I guess babies and toddlers are just drinking formula. I never thought that, like,
or breast milk, yeah, but yeah.
well, yeah, I mean, either one or the other. I didn't even think about the water part because they get all their nutrients and hydration from that.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume.
All the formula.
I don't have no
is
babies, so I wouldn't know.
all the formula is a white Powerade. Like literally
Oh.
what it is.
A
It's
milky
the same-
Powerade, a milky
exactly what it is.
Gatorade, Powerade.
It's just a white, like it's all the different nutrients and stuff like that.
Right.
Like a Powerade.
Yeah.
You mix it like a Powerade. It's what it is.
Interesting. I mean, that makes sense.
That's cool. As said, my wife's diabetic and I am pre-diabetic, and so I definitely have to remind myself to drink water. Hence the reason I'm drinking both cans, sparkling and regular today.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm like, and I like in the cold weather, all the different symptoms seem to pop up, and it's like reminds me, oh, you probably need to.
Oh, okay.
So when you mentioned it, I was like, oh no, that's literally been on my head like the last few days.
Yeah.
Bro, you need
But
to-
hey, we live in Texas. What do we know about cold?
we don't know. Like right now, what is it? It's right now it's freezing to me, and it's 50 degrees, Trey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 50 degrees?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very cold.
I think it's like 40, and this morning it was 30. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was frost all over my car.
Oh, yeah. I remember those days.
Jaime has a question for you, Joe. What is your favorite comic book?
Oh, that's a good question. What's my favorite comic book? I think I'll go with Star Wars. I really love Star Wars, the whole franchise, the intellectual property, no matter what form it's in. So I'll read the comic books as well. Not only that, I also listen to a lot of audiobooks for Star Wars.
Interesting.
yeah.
I have
He's
actually
pretty bitter
never.
about that stuff. So
You said what?
you get pretty bitter when it comes to the comic book Star Wars or those. Oh, because the Star Wars comic books aren't canon, so you get pretty bitter.
So-
about non-canon.
Depends.
You're right. So there's graphic novels, there's comics. Are you talking about the OG comics, like a Revenge or jeez, A New Hope and all that stuff?
Yeah. Is that what you're talking about, Jason?
Yes.
I wouldn't know because a lot of so Jason, talking to your mic, we can barely
sorry.
hear you.
Yeah.
Or maybe turn it up. I don't know. No, yeah, I've actually never heard that as a response. That's pretty cool. Because I mean, I'll hear a slew of Marvel characters, a slew of DC characters. I mean, there's other obviously. I call them the mainline comic books, but like there's so many other companies that make comics. But yeah, no, that's a crazy answer. No, as far as canon, I really have no idea at this point because Disney came through and literally just shoved everything out of the way.
Yeah.
And in my personal opinion, that ruined a lot of things because it dumbed down Grievous so hard.
Oh, yeah, General
Because he was
Grievous.
bad. Like he took on 5 or 6 Jedi by himself in the animated 2D Cartoon Network bit that they did, and that was like that's what I want to see in Star Wars, like someone handling themselves against 6 different Jedi. So
Yeah, and the fact that Star Wars is kind of diverting from, let's not focus on the Jedi, let's focus on the normal people in the universe. it has its place for sure, but I do miss the mysticism and kind of like, what can Jedi do type thing, and the whole the arts of and the conflict between the Force and how it can affect different people. I miss seeing that, and I know that Star Wars is trying to go like, it feels like they're trying to go back in time to like the New
Right.
Republic, and that's what the era that they're going to focus on for probably movies and things like that. So it'll be a chance for them to kind of retell or tell new tales
Right.
that haven't been told before. But yeah, you mentioned about canon and things like that. Yeah, Disney came in and was like, all this stuff that you knew about, Ben Solo and his, like, all that stuff is out the window now. And there was
Right.
really, really great stories. Mara Jade, which was Luke Skywalker's wife. All
Right.
kinds of great stories. The twins. Yeah, it's
Well,
like,
I mean-
it makes me sad that they're not going to do anything with that.
At one point, Luke turned over to the dark side, and like
Yep.
even there's one point where Luke had one of the most broken Force abilities, which was Shatterpoint, I think, or whatever it's called, where he basically reached out, found the user's weakness. It, like, if it was a broken bone that had rehealed or there was a scar, and he basically just wrecked their shop with that ailment that they had. And
Yeah.
I don't know if this was a dark side power, because it seems like a dark side power.
It does seem a little dark sidey to me.
But I think that's when he, I guess, he fell to the dark side. But there's so many other stories that you're not sure what is and isn't canon. It's I don't want to say it's good that Disney did it, but they did like say, hey, this is canon. All that stuff is legends, meaning
Yep. Yeah, they use the word legends for all that
to
now.
the fans, in my opinion, it's canon. But
Yeah.
but the important stuff, at least, like when the major, because it just makes sense. A lot of it makes sense. It's like, let's have Jedi be broken. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like the whole Star Killer, right? It does dumb down the Skywalkers tenfold, because he's so much more powerful than like any other Force user out there.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
He rivals Yoda and Sidious, but he brings out a whole freaking Star Destroyer out of the freaking sky. But
That was such a cool.
Hello. Anyway, we could talk about that for years.
Yeah.
But what were you saying, Jason?
Well, no, because it's like it was easier for Marvel than Star Wars, because the thing is like they have tons, like, none of the comics are canon, right? Like their MCU is its own thing, and they'll use the comics as they go. The problem is because, and it's funny, it's because how money was made, because at that time the only movies that they were releasing it was only like 3 movies, and so it was like, how can we make more money off this property? Oh, we give rights to sell books and things like that, and so that made sense to make everything mash up with it together. You know what I'm saying? So you can make money, but now it's like a different. Then it's like, wait, but we can't hold with. As a writer, it's like there's so many stories that the war had been told, and you don't want to use them if you don't have to. So it makes sense that they do that. But yeah, it's for somebody that loved those things, I can understand why you'd be mad that they weren't a thing anymore. So
Yeah.
But man, it's good to have you on the show, Joe. Me and you've been friends for a while now.
Yeah.
Since forever.
And, way over a decade for sure.
Way over a decade, and so it's cool to have you here. And you've been doing a lot of cool stuff, and you've been doing a lot of production. How's that been going?
It's been going great. I think I was mentioning earlier, I'm a little bit on a hiatus right now, but this year, I think the biggest highlight for me is I participated in a beat battle.
Yo, no way.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And that was the first time ever doing it. This dude named Bill Beats, he has this. It's called Noir Grime Twitch, and that's his channel. And they're kind of into nerdcore hip hop, chiptune, things like that. But they also know hip hop as well, and so
Trey, you would love it.
yeah, so
hip hop.
Yeah,
you would love it. You would love it so much. It's so good.
I probably already know what it is. I just help me a little bit.
Yeah, like
one
if you
of
ever heard, have you heard of Mega Ran?
No.
You ever heard of that artist?
he's not much of a hip hop guy like Trey isn't. He's only does hip hop here.
Oh, okay. But he's like the biggest, probably nerdcore rapper there is at this time.
Yeah, there's like one of my favorites. Her name's Lex the Lexicon, and she
Oh, yeah.
she actually has. You'll love this, Trey. She has a whole album. It's just Mob Psycho 100, and it's just songs about that.
Okay,
And
sure.
that's what nerdcore is like. It's rapping about nerd culture, so D&D, Magic.
Sure. I mean, I
Video
get it.
game.
Anime, video games.
I'm down with it.
Yeah.
When at 2019 South by Southwest, I got to go to the actual showcase for all nerdcore, where Mega Ran was there. Not Mega Ran. Mega Ran was there, but that's who you said. Who did you say? Did you
Yep,
say
I
Mega Ran?
did say Mega Ran.
Oh no, I'm talking about the who's the godfather of it? MC Escher? No, I forget his name.
I don't know.
But the godfather of it was there, and so that was cool. I had never seen him before, but he was
That I'm gonna have to look up because I don't know who the I'll be honest, I don't know who the godfather of nerdcore rap is. I
forget
don't
his
know.
name. But I was like, I was listening to it, and I'm like, man, I really should do nerdcore. It's always funny now when I look back at it. Like, I should have been doing kids albums. Is what I should have been doing.
Yeah.
You should do that now, Jason.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Here, I'll just be honest with you. I have a beat from Joe from 4 years ago, and I still haven't recorded it yet.
Oh my gosh.
I have the song written and everything. It's just, it's hard.
Yeah.
With kids, life is way harder than I thought it was going to be.
It is. It
And,
is.
and my kids
I
are
understand.
jerks.
And you
They
think
come
about
in
it,
the
Jason,
room,
it's your
and
fault.
they're like, dude, you can't rap. Like, my 4-year-old will be like, you're not a good rapper, Dad. You should stop rapping. Literally what he says as I'm
He
trying to
comes
record.
in.
Yeah. Or I'll be like, I'll finally get the dope line. I'll be like, yeah. And then he'll be like, boo. Or, no. No rapping, Daddy. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm on take 500, kid. Stop it.
Oh my god, he just
Shut the
Dave
door,
Chappelle
lock
you.
it
He's like,
right
I wish I had
behind
more
you.
hands.
Yeah, but you're right. You're right, Jaime. They are nothing but excuses. And I'm trying to get myself in that. It's like now, like, his speech had recorded 3 albums in like the last year and a half. Or
I know he's on a tear.
And I'm like, dude, come on. And they're like not small albums like that. His solo album was like 25 songs or something, right?
Jason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And I even have a guy that would. I got lots of people that would do stuff.
But isn't it safe to assume that like his kids are grown?
Yeah, but the thing is, that's the problem is that when his kids were young, he was still releasing like an album every other year in Japan.
Oh wow.
And so yeah, but he's like he'll even mention it like he's like he just has to. It's just a thing he has to do. And it's like I have to work on my my motivation towards that. And it's like I'm still working on the new Concept 7. We have a new Concept 7 coming out. If I ever finish the last song, that needs to be
Oh my goodness. So you're the linchpin, huh?
Yeah. No, I'm like, come on, dude. Just I was supposed to do an album with forget his name now. He's my friend. Anyways,
It's not anymore.
What's his government name?
Mr. Mend. He's been there for a long time. But anyways,
Oh.
I don't know why I just went off on a weird tangent.
We're here.
Oh, because I mentioned, nerdcore and
Yeah.
and that's where the beat battle there.
Yeah,
they
man.
kinda derived
Let's hear
from.
more about that story.
Yeah,
sorry.
so
How did that go?
So there were 16 producers in the beginning.
Oh wow.
And I made it to the final 4.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Good
I can
stuff,
send
man.
y'all. I think on my I have to remember what app it's on, but TikTok. Yeah, I posted like the beat battle results and what I posted and things like that, as well as my YouTube. And yeah, I made it to the final 4. The guy who beat me, he ended up winning the whole thing, and he was well deserving of it. He was really, really dope producer. But the fun part is that in the championship round, they asked me to submit because they give you each producer a sample, and then the producer you're against, you're basically producing the same sample, but you just have to flip it in a different way.
Yep.
So for the championship round, the sample that they used, they asked me, hey, even though you didn't win, we'd still like to hear what your sample or what your flip would be, because we really like your music. So I submitted it in, they played it, and the guy who won it, they were all digging it. And he was like, I'm so glad you guys didn't put that sample in the other round, where I actually beat him, because this is really good. And so
Wow.
it was really nice to kind of get that accolade and get that feedback from my peers, because this is the first beat battle I'd ever done. And it was probably one of the hardest things that I could do, because like you get 1 week to submit something, and you're so focused on trying to get everything correct, and you're trying to utilize the feedback that the judges give from the previous week, because beat battling is different than just regular mixing. You have to kind of mix a little bit different. You have to make the drums really, slam. You have to do, a lot of transitions, so it's not boring, because you basically have 90 seconds to have this beat go through. Not go through, but the 90-second beat is what you're creating.
Right.
So you have to really, get someone's attention pretty quickly at the very beginning, and keep their attention throughout, with transitions, with different types of samples, different drum patterns, not making it, just the same 4-bar loop for 90 seconds, that type of thing. So all these different things that I didn't really think about when you're doing a beat battle is what you have to think about in a beat battle. So it was different. It was kind of taxing. It was a little bit stressful. Lots of late nights. So,
Oh yeah.
So, but I definitely had a deep appreciation for beat battling and what goes into it, and I made some new friends because of it as well. So it was a lot of fun.
Isn't it funny when you get into those things? You're like, man, I really wish I got into these things when I was younger, when I
Yeah.
had the time and I could stay up all night and do all those things. But now I'm like, yeah. So
it's crazy, because you're like, I can't be up to 2 a.m. making beats and then have to get up and take the kids to school and go to work, and it's not healthy at this age.
Right. Dude, that's so cool, man. Like I actually loved hearing that story, because I technically have never been in a beatbox battle, but it sounds insanely similar to a beat battle, even though for a beatbox it's live. For a beat battle,
Right.
you obviously get time to prepare. And the crazy part is, like, for you have, even though a week's really not enough time, if we're being honest. I mean, like, well, I guess you get the groundworks, right, of the beat to go from.
Yeah. They'll give you the sample the week prior and be like, you gotta, this week to submit it for the next battle.
So like, a week is just not enough time. But I think, like, are they played live? Like, do people actually get to listen?
So that they have a show. It was like, it came on they were West Coast, so it was like 4 p.m. their time. So that would have been 6 p.m. my time, because I was Central. And they would go live on Twitch, and you would have, I guess, 4 judges. 2 were in the same room, and it was all via their stream, and then there were others in other places as well. And then you had a moderator, and that was the guy that I would deal with mostly, who received all the beats from everyone, and then he would submit it out to the team, and then they would play it live. So he would hear the beats, but he wasn't judging. It was for the other judges to hear and judge and critique on the beats. And so that's for an hour or so, that's what they did. It was it was kind of funny, because the first beat, I can't remember the sample, but the way that my opponent flipped it was so weird. He turned like it into like a weather report or something like that, with some jazz in the background. It was.
And the goal, the goal is to, like, get them going, like feeling the beat, right?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes the smoother aspect works, but that's not. I don't know.
No, that's not beat battling. Beat battling is, you need to make sure you get their attention, and you need to evoke some type of emotion immediately and sustain it. And then even switch it up to be like, oh, they're doing this. Oh, that type of thing. And So when they played my beat, you could see just they like, oh, like in the faces of the judges, because they're like, oh, okay, you're serious.
You're like,
So
this worked out for me this time. So you were kind of glad that you got this dude that was just
oh yeah, it was like, oh yeah, and you could see in the comments and Twitch is like, oh, this is not even a contest.
yeah.
Wow.
But the funny part is like somebody, either him or somebody he knew, was talking some smack like on social media, use my name in a meme or something like that, talking about going down in a beat battle, and then
not
karma
go well for you.
can be something,
Yeah.
Get wrecked.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Good, congratulations, dude. That's really super sick.
Yeah, I didn't win, but
Could you
moral victories.
possibly play us a sample of it?
Ooh,
Yeah,
not
it's
from
okay if you
here.
don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
no worries.
I could.
You could.
You could.
I'm working on it. All right, so Trey, ask him a question. I'll work on it. I got
Yeah.
you.
So, okay. So you had all these people making beats, and I guess whoever's sample won, you just get to continue and then completely change it every time, or
Yeah, so like the first Saturday there was 4 rounds. Wait, is it 8 rounds? Yes, because there were 16 producers. And then the next round, it's kind of like the NCAA tournament. You win in advance.
right?
So it was basically from September timeframe to about October is when we were doing all this.
Dude, that's sick.
So,
That's super
yeah.
super cool, man. I get so like I would get so nervous because even I don't make beats. I obviously beatbox, but I've just never had the. I don't want to say I've never had the chance, but I feel like there's just so many better beatboxers, and the reason I'm saying that is because like if I would even remotely get into like the overseas crew, there's people that like make sounds I've never heard of in my life that like literally just can flip it and because that's the goal of like a beatbox battle is you get 2 rounds each,
Mhm.
and whoever goes first, you're kind of at a disadvantage unless you're just that good. And so
Right.
then they will either do their own stuff or mock you and make it better. And then you
Oh.
get another round, and then they get their final round. So you each get 2 rounds. You basically the round in between's a rebuttal. And so
Gotcha.
you get it depends on the battle, but you get like 60 seconds. You get like 2 minutes. Like it's not that long at all.
Right.
Live anyway, but a recorded beat would be insanely hard to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's crazy,
60
dude.
seconds, that's a long time to beatbox, to be honest.
It is, but
Trey.
these people these people like so for me, the most I've ever beatboxed, I want to say was throughout one day a total, not in one go, maybe 40 minutes. Maybe
Oh my
that's because
I
it was
can't
a
even talk
cipher.
that long.
It was a cipher that was going on forever. But the
Oh,
total
okay.
like throughout the day, it was at a church conference, but it was like a huge church conference, and we were just meeting up with people, and I would start ciphers whenever I could. I was like, "Hey, can you rap? Hey, can you rap? Okay, get in here." And so they just get in, and we would just go at it, and I would beatbox for whoever knows how long. But
Was that
yeah.
when we hung out?
That was definitely probably one of the last ciphers I've ever done, sadly. And I really want to get Vision going, like 2020 Vision coming up.
Yeah.
Huge church conference is coming up. It's basically we have one every 10 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Every 8, whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
But
Where do they hold it?
It was in San Antonio once, but it's in Florida this time.
Orlando.
Oh, okay.
So, hey Joe, look down by my picture and tell me which one I'm grabbing on TikTok.
Let's see.
Yes. It's very small.
I know, but he should know. He just needs reference what I'm looking at, so he can look at his TikTok.
I can't see what you're trying to show.
Oh
Just-
no. Do you see the videos order? There's the one of you, and then there's all the ones. Do you know how many likes are on the one that I should show, or how many plays?
You're on my TikTok?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look on my phone. real quick.
Has my mic been jacking up
Yep.
still? Oh wow, awesome! I never knew.
If you play the one that has 206, that's the first one that I did. That's the one I was mentioning.
Here we go. Give me a second.
I see the reaction, but I can't hear.
Oh, sorry. I forgot. My bad.
You have to share it with audio.
I know. I forgot. Okay, guys. I'm sorry.
Take two.
My bad. I was so busy on focusing on other things, I forgot to press that button. So, here we go.
Yeah, and the TikTok one, you just hear my beat, not my opponent's beat. It's YouTube that has both of them
We
on there.
definitely don't. We're not trying to shout out that dude.
Yeah.
So, there's no reason for that. Here you go. Here we go. Yeah, that's very cool.
That was super smooth, man.
Thanks.
That was amazing. I loved it.
It was a lot of fun to make. So I'm trying to remember the sample that I use. I'm trying to go up. Where was that sample? So it was
Jaime saying we're gonna get our broadcast kicked off.
We should be fine.
so it was a group called Congress Alley, and the song was called "Are You Looking?" So that was the sample we were given.
So what was the group again?
Congress Alley. It was some
Congress
group
Alley,
from
Are
the
You Looking?
70s. Yeah, Are You Looking? And so, yeah, that was the flip that we did. And the next round was, what was it called? I think her lady's name was AZ Mortimer, and the song was called Untouched by Human Love. And then the third round was from The Simpsons. They had a character named Sherry Bobbins on there. And the song was "Can I Be a Booze Hound?" And so we had to flip that sample, which was very interesting. So, and I think the one that I lost, I think I lost on that one. But the one they said, let's do for the championship round, it was from Tom Waits' "Hang On, St. Christopher." That was the one that I submitted for the championship round, and they really liked that. So y'all can do some homework to hear what the original sample sound like.
That's awesome.
And then check out the TikTok to see how I flipped it.
Yeah, well, that is very cool. Yeah, hopefully I only played it enough to. Luckily for us, Jaime was schooling me to remind me that I can only do so many seconds without it tripping out.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So,
Well, I appreciate you playing it anyway. That's cool.
yeah. Well, and the truth is, if it gets banned, that's not my fault. Just another time you won't actually be on our show.
Come on, Jason.
Yeah, even if it does, it should only mute out that part. So if it does, we should be fine. But anyways, that's cool, man. And I said, it's really cool. Like, that's the one reason I asked you to be on the show, because I saw your beat battle, and I was like, oh, well, I've had you on the, I always ask you, but that reminded me. I was like, oh man, I should really have him on the show to talk about the beat battle, because you were so hyped about it, and then you got so far. That's so encouraging, because it's like, to be able to do it, especially when you're older and getting to do these things you never did before. It's pretty cool.
It is, and just to kind of be like, oh, I'm getting some recognition for some of the things that I just love hip hop and just love making beats, and when you get your peers to be like, yeah, that's dope, it's a good feeling. No matter what profession you're in, that's always a good feeling when your peers are saying, "Yeah, you're doing your thing."
Yeah.
Jaime's out. See, man.
Peace.
That's cool. And so, is there? So you're getting the production facilities upgraded. Is
Hmm.
there a future? Is there a focus for the future, or is it
Oh yeah,
just
definitely.
kind of see what's going to
I'm
happen?
definitely going to be working on my next kind of solo album. It's basically just a beat tape, but I plan to work with different producers that I've worked with in the past. Shout out to my man Chris Cross. He's from Germany. I've collabed with him on a few
Deutschland.
projects. Yeah, I collabed with him on a few projects, and then I wanted to make sure that he gets uh, on this project that I'm on. And then a dude that I grew up with in Kentucky. His name is Matt Yeast. He goes
You grew up in
by
Kentucky?
yeah, yeah.
That's
You know
how-
what? I remember
Yeah.
everything about our podcast that we talked about back in the day.
Yeah.
Wow, everything clicked. Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why
I'm from Lexington. I grew up in Frankfurt.
Yep. Okay.
you
Yeah.
didn't question. That's why your face was kind of weird. You're like, why is he asking me all about how I'm doing in Kentucky? When we first got on
Yeah,
the
I was
show.
like, I mean, well, the BG tornadoes were crazy. I mean,
yeah,
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
just
It
My-
could have been, current events relevant, but
oh yeah. I mean, my sister lives down there, and I mean, where she works in her dentistry is, I mean, like it's post-apocalyptic. Basically, what she said today to me was all we're missing is zombies. I'm like, that's
wow.
insane. That's insane. It's an hour and a
Yeah.
half away from me.
your mic is jacked again.
You know,
Okay,
It's
cool.
just one of them nights.
it
It's one of
is.
them
I don't
nights.
know what else to say. It's
Yeah.
gotta be. It's gotta be Streamyard because voice mod's not. It's fine.
Well, it's
Huh.
okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. I grew up in Kentucky. And then when I was 18, left and went to the military and did 12 years there and then got out, came to San Antonio and been here ever since. So,
That's very cool.
Yeah.
And your label. So you used to rotate. Did you stop rotating with the beat tapes?
we
With,
stopped
everybody-
because we wanted to focus, and it was more on my man MC Till. He was submitting a lot of the beat tapes just because he had so many beats that he had made, and it was just easier for him to kind of put some stuff together. But then as we got towards the end of the year and we were focusing on our book, which is the Boom Bap review, where we're just basically reviewing, all the great, Boom Bap hip hop throughout the year. And this is our third volume that we just put out in the end of November. But as we get towards the end of the year, it's more focused on pushing that book out, getting promotion out for that. So the beat making kind of stops a little bit.
Yeah.
But we have big plans for doing collaborations with different people for next year. We're going to try to put out our own mixtape with some artists that are on our label that we interact with, and you can see them on like the weekly Zoom chats. Phenomenal MCs and producers that we're like, why can't we just put our own stuff out? We always want to hear somebody else's stuff, but we're dope too. And so, we're definitely planning on that. We love like the native tongues, which is like, De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, Jungle Brothers, Black Sheep. They're huge influences for us. And so we're putting out kind of like a tribute book, like a review for them, and just, what are our top 10 native tongue albums and things like that. And just retrospectives and things like that, just to show love for that particular crew and how they influence us and our music. So, we're going to be publishing that. We have Boom Bap monthlies, email lists, things like that. And of course, we're going to be working on volume 4 of the Boom Bap review next year. So lots of stuff happening in 2022. But yeah, personally, just, focusing on getting that album done. Once I get my setup together, that'll be, all hands on deck. So I'm really excited
what's up,
about
man.
it.
That's super, super cool.
Now, this is the time where you get to plug anything you want. You already got to plug your label and the book, but if you want to do that again, you can. But here's your time to plug anything you want.
Okay. You can follow me, Joe November, on Spotify, Bandcamp, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Joe November. That's use my handles on all those sites. So I have more music on Spotify than I do Bandcamp, but be sure to follow me, and YouTube. And I also have YouTube as well. So there you
That's
go.
cool. Oh wait, I do have one last question. If there's anything that you could remix from this, we'll just say this year because I don't want to go uh, for all time. Unless, what do you think? Should I go all time, Trey?
Sure.
If there's anything that you could get the official remix to, what song would you want to have the official remix to of all time?
Of all time, um, I think I'm gonna go a little bit obscure. So, um, there was a group back in the late '90s called, and you know who this is, Jason, but the Brainwash Projects.
Yes, yes, yes.
Um,
My one of my favorite groups, but you're doing
yeah, yeah,
it.
B Twice and Pigeon John. Shout out to them. Um, but yeah, now I remember the chorus, but now I can't think of the name of the
I got
song.
you. Just do the chorus. Come on, man.
Where he's basically scratching, MCs for me make things happening. Um,
Oh, I don't even remember the name either. But yes, I know the
uh,
song.
I can't think of the name of that song, but it's one of those songs, and it's one of the like first few on there that has a dope beat. But I love the delivery, and it'd be like, man, it'd be dope to kind of remix it. But B Twice is such a dope producer that it would be a shame to kind of change anything that they created for that phenomenal album. And I'm just sad that they never came out with a sequel to that album.
I am 100% behind you. I said one of my favorite albums of all time. Uh, and I said, what's that? The beginning in Korean? I forget. Is that the name of it? That song? That's at least one of my favorite
Oh
songs.
no, it wasn't that. Let's see.
It's. I'm looking at it right here. It goes. Continued in Korean was easily one of my favorite songs on that
Oh, okay.
record. Because it's like at the end of the thing, and there's just one really dope line Pigeon John says, and I love it. You're talking about Want for Nada? No.
No, not one for nada. It was Power Moves.
Oh yes, Power Moves is dope.
Power
Yeah.
Moves. Yes.
I mean, you could definitely. The thing is, you definitely could just remix that if you wanted to.
Yeah. I don't
But it
think they'd
wouldn't be the
mind.
same.
I won't get money
Yeah.
from it.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're way removed from even seeing money on that. As I said,
Yeah.
I rocked that tape, that CD. I rocked everything on that. So that's awesome. Now this is the time where we turn everything into a rap song. But today I'm gonna make it totally weird. And since you, Joe, know anime and Trey knows anime. I thought maybe why don't you give Trey some anime themes? Maybe you can use as samples or something like that. That inspired Trey's beatbox today.
And I can
So
look them up right here and play them off
well,
to the side.
So
yeah,
just give you like some anime titles
yeah,
or something.
yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's
Dun,
that
dun,
one.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. um, Record of Lotus War. I'm giving some old school ones because I'm old school.
Oh yeah. So now you're gonna make him work hard.
Yeah.
If I had time and a loop pedal, I would do the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Well, I just made
Neon
this up,
Genesis.
so you know.
And what's another one? Are we just trying to do three?
Yeah, just three. Easy.
I'll say Bubblegum Crisis.
Okay. I'm listening to Neon Genesis right now.
All right. And so, is there anything other than what we talked about that you would like me to add into this freestyle, or would you like me to do a specific style of rap? Because
Not a specific style. Maybe it's just some current event buzzwords.
okay,
Omicron for one.
Omicron,
Um, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Okay.
Let's see. What's
I almost considered just telling you I was going to pull out my Pigeon John voice.
Oh, hey, do Pigeon John. Yeah, do that.
I'll do that. All right.
Yeah. There you go. I think that should be enough.
Omicron and Spider-Man, and you got one more.
Oh, yeah, one more. Let's see. Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. See, I've been practicing like NF Eminem style.
Oh, okay.
But for you, I definitely could do my fun Funky
Okay.
John thing. Hopefully, he gives me a beat that I can actually do that to. But I was Anyways,
So-
but man, yeah, Trey.
Jason, this beat's pretty quick. I'm just letting you know. So
What do you mean it's pretty quick?
It's
the
5
beat's
seconds
pretty
left.
quick.
Okay. Is it gonna be like 2 seconds, and I'm gonna have to?
Or is the BPM?
No. The BPM's
Oh, it's
quick.
fast.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
The
perfect
beats-
for what me and him decided. It's perfect. You're fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope your brain's ready.
It is.
We'll find
Let
out.
me put up my music because I'm gonna need it for this.
So I think I might have had my sensitivity too high, or there was something wrong with my soundboard. Hopefully, it doesn't give out on me. But
Okay, hopefully not.
I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
find out.
We'll
It
find
does,
out.
does.
You sound great right now.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you sound
Yeah.
great. Oh yeah, let me switch to my new rap cam, guys. Should have been doing that while you're doing your things. So, excited. Oh, see, it's already setting
Ooh,
up.
okay.
Setting the mood.
I'm setting up the rap cam. Here it is. What's up,
Don't
guys?
take nasty.
There he is.
This is my new rap cam, and hope you enjoy.
Yo, let's get it. It's DJ Sound Effects, Joe November, and Scott the Psalmist on the mic.
Here we go now. Hey. Here we go now. I don't. Now I could see here talk about pigeon, only if I gotta break one for the vision. You know where I come right down. You want this like this, my sound. Now I gotta break with a Spider-Man. You knew I got this simple plan, and you don't even get it when you're running through. But now you're one way back cause you're waiting for who? Gotta be the one with a simple I know. Only if I get it cause I got right show. Did you really get me? Cause you don't even know. If you really see what I see when I go, here it is. Now you wanna be better. Did you understand what I do in my sweater? You looking so cool. Did you really get it? I don't even know what I'm doing. The prolific, lose my mind. Wait for this, I wonder why. Where am I going if I really can't try? They're so big, I'm running wide, running wild, yelling out loud, looking like an Omicron now. Did you really know what I do with this COVID? Only if you got breakdown with the Novin. Now I got the motions, float with the ocean, looking in November, wonder what I'm under. Now I gotta say that I remember everything that I had. Now I get it, cause I still can't understand what I do with sand. Now you want this, like this, my plan. Now I'm losing it, cause I get it, man. Sitting here, cause my kid losing mine. Only if I can't wonder why. I yelling out loud with the white time. Only if I can't make the right rhyme. Oh, I forgot the last word. What was it? It was absurd. I don't even remember what it was, Joe. Do you remember? Do you know? No? Yo. Do you
Spider-Man.
remember? Now I said no way home. Only if I can't take it down, I gotta reminisce. Understand what I did, don't do. Now you wanna say that this is true. Does it go for the light for time? Now I gotta rust like this, my mind. To find the rhyme like you still can't be. Did you understand what I'm doing? I'm gonna do this one more time. Here we go. Keep going. Now, here I go again now. Did you really know what I did right now? Simple little style with the time don't beat. Now you gotta break for this light I see. Now I don't know it's nothing funny. Only if I can't run down. Yelling out loud like wondering how. Brown cow with the chocolate milk now. Did you really get me toned through? Now I gotta wait for this, my whole crew. Waiting for the light cause this is on cool. Now I gotta break it down to nah. 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 Breakdown. Tell me what to do right now. Looking like a 2-foot one with a snout. Walking to a girl like, hey MJ, how you doing? You wanna go on a date? Hey, now I can't break with a Spider-Man. He punches me and I fly the pan, fly straight out the room. Don't understand what I do consume. Then I got some Omicron stuck in the bomb, looking for the people like I'm losing the drum. Only if I can't go down. Trey's about to explode now, right now. Now I got it over cause I still can't do. Did you really know what I came to do? Now I'm done. Guess
Nice.
Guess it was too
Neon
fast.
Genesis. Nice touch.
Thanks.
I
I
was
had
like,
to refresh myself, and I'm like, man, I'm not gonna be able to recreate the beat of the intro,
Right.
but I can get the trumpets.
Yeah. Dope. Now, if you started singing in Japanese, I'd be really impressed.
Yeah, nah. If I knew Japanese, maybe.
No.
Right.
Yeah, that was
Good stuff,
was-
Jason. Good
that was
stuff
harder
keeping
than I
up.
thought it was gonna be. That was
Dude, it was really quick.
well.
'Cause
Then
that's
trying
the
to do
tempo.
the pigeon tone voice to that was harder than I thought it would be. So
I could have slowed it down, but it would have been
it's
really
fine.
difficult.
Were you entertained, Joe? That's all that really matters.
I was thoroughly entertained.
Good. I was trying to get a bit, and I was like, I'm not gonna find a bit today. So, but yeah, man, thank you so much for being on the show. We really appreciate having you.
Yeah.
And it's always cool to hang out with you and just see what you're doing. And it's really awesome to see you on the beat battles. That's pretty cool. And just seeing you do your thing is always awesome. By the way, doing your thing, hey, if anybody's looking for a new website, make sure you go over to nomadweb.design for an amazing website at a decent price. You know, you're coming up on the new year. You want to get yourself a new website for your late weight loss business, whatever it is. Go over to nomadweb.design and pick one up. So me and Trey can get some gifts for our kids.
Bob. My name is Bob now.
Bob. And Trey doesn't have kids. So
Mr.
was gonna say-
Bobalina,
I
Mr.
was gonna
Bob
say-
Albalina.
I was gonna say Boston. So
Oh, gotcha.
my son. But make sure you go to nomadweb.design for an awesome time for websites.
So,
Make sure you go to flowshoe.com. If you have any of the things, we have we have our Flowshoe TikTok, so go over to FlowsU on TikTok and check out our Twitch, check out all of our stuff. Send us email at flowshoepod@gmail.com. And if you want to be on the show or all those things, Trey, what am I forgetting?
Yeah, if you guys want to be on the show, please feel free to hit us up. We'd love to have you. We really definitely continue to bring in your questions of the day. We've had some good ones so far from quite a few of our audience members. Our chat. But yeah, please feel free to keep sending those in. We want to blow up that question of the day. I know we really didn't have one today because we're kind of running behind, but we definitely want to keep hearing them from our guests and not from at iGreenGod. Even though he has amazing questions of the day, we prefer them from you guys.
nice.
There you go. Now, Joe, this is our close. We're gonna give Trey 3 words, and he's gonna make up a song for you. Yeah. So give Trey 3 words.
3 words.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Tornado.
Oh my gosh.
Omelette.
Omelette du fromage.
Omelette du fromage. As a classic Dexter's Lab.
Oh, thank you, man. I love the '90s cartoons, dude.
Oh man.
Cartoon Network specifically.
Yeah. And I'll say trucks.
Okay, awesome. All right, give me a little bit of time here so I can load.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know, Joe. Thanks again for being on the show. It's just nice to have you. Make sure you stay once we finish the intros, just so we can say thank you.
Okay.
Don't hang up on us yet.
All right. I do need to check up on the
I-
wife to see if she's able to put the kids down to bed.
Oh, I'm hearing it right now. I'm like, oh no, I have to run. So, but yeah, here you go, Trey.
Let's get it, baby. Joe, thank you so much for being on the show. You've been an amazing guest. But here's what I got for you. Okay, let's go. BJ got smacked. BJ as in BG as in BG, Kentucky. We have people that live down there. We are really hoping they're okay. Tornadoes came through and really ruined their day. We got relief people coming down to help them out. My sister was down there and she was saved from the clouds. I prayed about it a little bit so everyone's okay. I know a lot of devastation was happening down there. Okay, I messed that up, but I'ma keep on going, man. I love Dexter's Laboratory. Omelette du fromage is in the pan. Eat it up, it's even a big meme. It happened a couple years ago, but who really cares, man? Okay, let's keep on getting it, man. I'm from Kentucky, we got trucks. Ford F-150s, that is all we talk about down here in the city of the Louisville crew. 502, 502, what it do, what it do. Joe is from Lexington, Scout is from my boy Texas. Okay, man, I'm from the OK City. I bet you didn't know that, man. Jason, take us home. Joe, thanks for coming on. Flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do, man. I'm gone.
Thank you guys. I hope you have an awesome night. See you next Monday, where we'll have our 100th episode. So can't wait to share that with you. And make sure you go and check out all our content everywhere else. You're an amazing, amazing group of people, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows for you.